Hi, this is Graham Robertson of Beloved Brands, and today we're going to talk about brand positioning, one of my favorite subjects in marketing. What we want to do is a starting point, look at the ideal match between what consumers want and what your brand does best. Wouldn't it be wonderful if it were this easy? But as we layer in what your competitors do best, it starts to squeeze our winning zone to be smaller and smaller. And it creates this losing zone where our competitors are better than we are, and we have to avoid that space. It also creates a risky zone. And I'm going to show you how to win that space with much more emotional benefits. And we want to avoid the dumb zone, which is outside of what our consumers want. And they really don't care about this, and we end up talking to ourselves in that space. There are 4 elements we will use for the brand positioning. We will start off with the target. We will then talk about where we play as a frame of reference, the category you play in. Then we'll talk about where you win, which is the main benefit statement that's a balance of the rational and the emotional. And then we'll back that up with 2 reasons to believe to support that main benefit statement. So let's look at our consumer benefits ladder to help us find that winning space. We start off by talking about our consumers. We'll define who we're wanting to talk to, add flavor about that consumer with need states and enemies, and really bring them to life by talking about consumer insights. We then look at our main features, which are our product-focused strengths that we bring, any claims or points of difference that we can find. Then we look at in the voice of the consumer, so what do I get out of this? That's the functional benefit. And then the emotional benefit in the voice of that consumer, so how does that make me feel? And we're looking for the ideal balance of the functional and the emotional. We want to avoid the fat words. And these are words that start to mean so many things, they mean nothing at all. In terms of marketing, quality is one of the most abused words out there. It's great that you want to be high quality. What type of specific quality are you talking about? And I want you to avoid these fat words and look to have more specific words that matter to the consumer and leave zero room for interpretation. So I'm going to introduce you to our functional benefit cheat sheet, which maps out 12 zones. And this is the first zone you'll see, which is stay connected. And you'll see we add words around that to help add flavor and context to stay connected. Then we look at sensory appeal. Experience comes to life. We can make the consumer smarter, save them money, or simplify their life. We can work better for the consumer, help them be healthier, help their family. And in terms of some business-to-business benefits, we can enhance their professional standing, drive the business results, or help them to execute. As you look at this cheat sheet, I want you to narrow in on 3 possible functional benefits that you think would be most motivating and ownable for you as a brand. And then I want you to take 2 or 3 of the word choices around those zones and create a cluster of benefit. And we'll show you what that looks like in a minute. We have a same kind of cheat sheet for our emotional benefits. And we've got curiosity for knowledge, optimism, comfort, feeling free. We can help the consumer get noticed or feel liked. We can help them stay in control. We can fit with their values or leave them feeling self-assured. We can create a sense of belonging, help them to feel revitalized or create a sense of pride for them. Again, I want you to narrow in on 3 of the emotional benefits and choose words around it that you think will fit your brand. Let's take a look at how the model works with Gray's Cookies, which is a fictional cookie brand that's great tasting, low calorie, low fat. It's the alternative to your favorite cookie. In terms of the functional benefits, we're going to look at healthier as one of the options. Because it's a taste, we're going to look at the sensory appeal of the cookie, and then the overall experience that can tie into a ritual or the occasion-based. When we look at the emotions, we can look at stay in control as one of the emotions, especially for maintaining a healthy weight and a healthy body. We can look at optimism, as well as knowledge, which some consumers may wish to know how it's made or the ingredients itself. So when we bring that into our consumer benefit ladder, we can start to see that we create this brand thesaurus of things that we do, what they get, and how it makes the customer feel. And this is a great document you can share with your execution teams. And when they're looking to understand the space you play in, or looking for a word choice, they can certainly use the words on your brand thesaurus here. But we're going to take that for now, and we're going to take these clusters and start to brainstorm benefit statements. And first, we might brainstorm the functional benefit statements of I get a low-calorie, low-fat treat. I get a cookie made of all natural ingredients. And you might brainstorm 10 to 20 of these statements, as well as the emotional statements of I feel in control of my weight, I feel safer, and I feel less guilt. Again, 10 to 20 of these statements. And then we want to measure which ones are best. And we come back to those 3 crazy circles and we simplify it a little bit by using a 2x2 matrix to create our 4 zones. Which statements are most highly motivating along the left-hand side, that they will motivate consumers to take action? Which ones are most ownable along the bottom? And we can start to take our statements that we come up with and plot them on the graph. And you can use this type of thinking through market research, whether it's qualitative or quantitative, and it'll really help to bring out that winning zone. And in this case, guilt-free and control of your weight is the winning space. And that leads us into our brand positioning statement with our target up there at the top, the suburban working women, 35 to 40, put in a lot of effort to find healthier food alternatives. We are that healthy cookie option. And our main benefit is we're the guilt-free cookie that helps you stay in control of your health. The main support points we'll look at is helping the consumer make informed choices and helping them to take control over their choices so they can make the smart choices. And that's the winning brand positioning statement for Gray's Cookies. We've used this across many different categories over the last 10 years, whether it's automotive, healthcare, food and beverage, pharmaceutical, retail, or technology brands. And this is part of our marketing training program that we offer to help out with strategic thinking, brand positioning, brand plans, advertising decision-making, and brand analytics. We have training specific for marketing teams where we can help to make your team smarter and you'll see a much stronger performance out of them. And we also have an individual virtual program, our mini MBA, which you can do on your own pace online. This is all part of our Beloved Brands program that we culminate in our Beloved Brands book. And I want to thank you for listening to our brand positioning session.